Salut à tous, ici le Baron of Mourk. À peine 2 semaines sur le PTU et le patch 3.17 est déjà plutôt bien réparé. Et il vient donc de passer en vague 2 ouverte à tous les backers. Évidemment, maintenant c'est la traditionnelle foire à la divination. Tout le monde a ressorti sa boule de cristal et les rumeurs vont bon train pour répondre à cette essentielle question philosophique: quand est-ce que la 3.17 sortira enfin sur le live ? Et cela arrange bien nos affaires une fois de plus, je dois l'avouer, car les derniers retardataires avec encore du stock à la raffinerie ou les mineurs de l'impossible dopés au Quantainium sont encore tous présents sur la ligne ArcCorp. Pour revenir sur la 3.17, ou plus exactement sur la 3.16 qui va tomber le rideau, cette dernière n'a pas été une mauvaise mage pour la piraterie. Notre butin accumulé lors de ces 3 mois s'élève à presque 64 millions de crédits. Encore un record. Merci évidemment aux opérations de claim jumping qui ont pris le relais, les events Ninter Lockdown et Jumptown 2, pour lesquels nous avions tout de même institué certaines règles pour nos membres quant à ce qui ne serait pas considéré comme de la piraterie pure et dure et donc non comptabilisé dans l'addition du butin. Nous avons aussi noté un retour honorable du trading, qui nous a permis d'enchaîner un nombre satisfaisant d'extorsions auprès des traders. Mais au final, les grands absents une fois de plus étaient les mineurs en rock, et nous n'en avons croisé que quelques-uns car ils sont vraiment devenus très rares. Évidemment, le gros hic a été depuis le début la mode du Alt F4 et du Bedlock, qui permet à un joueur, et surtout à son vaisseau, de disparaître instantanément du jeu dès qu'il se déconnecte du serveur. Mais ce problème sera éventuellement fixé. Une fois de plus, la piraterie n'est pas nécessairement une affaire lucrative pour le moment, mais c'est le gain d'expérience en live qui reste le focus pendant l'alpha. Et puis, vous serez heureux d'apprendre que dans la 3.17, les caisses qui spawnent autour d'un vaisseau quand celui-ci explose ne disparaissent plus immédiatement comme c'était le cas jusque-là, et elles peuvent donc être ramassées plus souvent. Même problème avec les portes des vaisseaux qui refusaient de s'ouvrir et qui nous a empêchés en de maintes occasions de procéder à des abordages sur nos cibles, comme c'est généralement notre habitude. Ce problème a lui aussi été réparé dans la 3.17. Merci CIG. Enfin, vous verrez dans le prochain patch que les EMP et les dommages de distorsion en général, bien que toujours fonctionnels, ont été nerfs. Ce qui permet toujours de désactiver les gros vaisseaux, mais qui demandent plus d'efforts, et donc plus de sport, et plus de fun. Surtout grâce au fixe sur la D5 positionnelle des vaisseaux qui est tout simplement bluffante. Bref, la conclusion est simple. Je suis hype pour le patch qui arrive.
Okay, Quantainium, 66k SU on the Andromeda.
Ok. Deploy snare. Everybody moving, except for the scout, everybody is moving to snare position now.
I'm deployed.
So the scout, the Cuddy Blue Scout, the Marine boarding team, we're still scouting Lyria, correct?
No,
Heading to Thailand?
everybody, no, come to us. We're gonna attack this guy. Eventually, you're gonna board him. Everybody moving to Thailand now, except for Anta. We want to have confirmation this guy is jumping to ArcCorp, but since he's coming from ArcCorp, yeah, most likely this is where he's going.
Alright, Thailand, Cuddy Blue is approaching your position now. You might get me in your stare.
Yeah, you're gonna get me to jump into your position too now. So be careful, Thailand, don't come too close. He could try to missile you, and with the firepower he got, if you got like a bit of desync, he's gonna blow you up before you even realize what is going on.
Yeah, I just stay like above like 10k.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
just above.
Okay,
You're
pilot
fine.
is inside the ship.
Good.
Head into the cockpit now. In the cockpit.
Getting interdicted. That's me gonna come. Alright.
still in the path. I'm waiting for him.
He didn't
Doesn't-
see you, right?
There's no reason in
No,
not
of
going
course
to
not.
ArcCorp. I mean, I saw
man.
him there.
Like, I
Uh,
don't target, I don't get close. I'm just standing here statically. He is pointing towards ArcCorp. He's ready to jump. I'm calibrating. He jumped.
Alright. Get ready, guys.
Sora, you get to call the target, right? From your seat?
I can try.
Cool. How
Alright.
much are we asking,
Got him.
Aaron?
Caddy Blue, can you scan him and make a calculation? We're gonna start working on the shields. Shields are not charged. He's going full speed.
Failing target.
8-6. 8639 CSCU Quantainium. I have no idea how much that's actually worth.
It's a lot.
Charging EMP. Alright. Shields down. EMP firing now.
Baron, would you say 200k is a good price for this guy?
Yeah.
Feels about right.
Yeah, 200. Okay, EMP, no effect.
You
You
didn't answer
next,
the call so far.
you next center. Back shield is still very,
5
very low.
kilometers away. Getting closer.
Yeah. EMP1 recharging.
Shield is back online. EMP.
Yeah, back shield was still back online. Working on back shields again. Back shields back down.
Rear
seems-
shields down.
Trying to move for EMP. EMP1 firing now. Shields are still not going down. Enter, your turn.
He's moving to engage. Be careful.
Shield still not going down.
Shield still.
I'm still in cooldown.
50% cooldown.
EMP1 charging. Alright. Work on every shield. Fire at will. Except on the back because you don't have shield on the back. Almost charge. Wing back on him. Alright, firing now. It's 250 meters. Alright, that's a good hit. All
Okay,
shields
go
going
ahead.
down. Enter your next. Fire as soon as you can. As soon as you
40
charge.
team collision. We're still safe.
Arnia.
Spinning.
Body
Okay.
team is losing consciousness. There we go.
40
Yeah,
team back.
got it.
disable,
Go ahead.
disable.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm still waiting on cooldown. EMP1 charging.
Got a free. Got a freebie charging.
Okay, good. Nexus target,
Get invites, Tim.
not charged yet. His target is answering. Still not back up. We're gonna be charged in a second. I'm charge firing now. He's still in pilot seat.
EMP2 firing.
Okay, go for it.
On the go global.
Yeah, he's at 0.
Yeah. EMP1 charging. Alright, EMP1 almost charged, moving in.
Speed is
EMP1
300.
firing now.
Ooh, there was a collision there.
Yeah, I almost took him to the face.
EMP2 firing.
Okay,
He's spinning
I'm
rapidly.
being attacked. Okay, yeah, tell him Soyo. 200k, we're blowing him up. EMP1 charging.
I don't think he's gonna be answering. He's falling unconscious right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he may just fall unconscious right now. Alright, we may have to stop him and actually board him. EMP1 moving in, almost charge. EMP1 firing now.
EMP2 charging.
Should we let him get him back up so he can slow down? Because otherwise...
No.
That spin's going to be
Be
a problem.
advised, target says self-destruct, fuck you. So keep self-destruct safe distance on the EMB hits, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm shooting to
Made
kill.
with self-destruct.
Shooting to kill.
No, wait.
It's your call, Baron.
Yeah, okay.
Wait.
He's
That was-
self-destructed.
There he
He's
goes, yeah.
self-destruct. Anything? Checking if there is a box or something.
I see something here.
You see something? I don't see anything.
Ah, it's not a box, it's just a flame.
No, yeah, there's nothing.
Harsh.
Yeah, well, self-destruct.
Yeah,
At,
what can you
at
do?
least he didn't alter for or try to build log or anything. Too bad. We could have tried to board him, but yeah, there was a lot of there was a lot of dissing or whatnot. Like many times, it seems we had some collision with him.
Mission to send a Mongrel Squad sends the regards, considering I'm already burnt.
Yeah, you can. It is EU. We're not really recruiting on EU, but yeah, it's just branding. Well, you know what you should say, Soyo? Just tell him something in the line, you know, like actually, well, you've been pirated by Mongrel Squad, and actually, you would have not lost it all if you cooperate, because
Yeah,
we
I'm probably
are
aware of it,
pretty
yeah.
reliable and respect our words.
He just grieved himself.
Yeah, basically you just grieve yourself. Well, yeah, write what you want, Soyo. Pretty sure it's gonna be a good one.
Now giving him some salt. Hey, thanks for the boxes that we didn't get.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know how they think like we lose something. We haven't lost anything in our case. Like, what did we lose? Can you explain me that? Like, but yeah, no, that's just enough. No talking.
We had
So-
we had fun. So all
That's just
yeah,
like opium.
actually, yeah, we have fun.
It's copium.